I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, been fighting ways to get away, to see you again.
Use that a little bit. Oh, okay. Okay.
We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong, and I've been counting days to get away, to see you again,
Check one. Check one. Okay, so this is the local part is fine. What? Check one. Check one. Check one. Oh. Why would it do that?
we got millions of reasons.
Hello, everybody. I'm testing everything. Do you hear me? Do you hear music? There's some background music beyond the background music. Do you hear me over the background music? I'm literally talking to YouTube. Can you see my text? Audio is fine. Okay. Actually, this topic was requested. I will go over the next live stream. The next live stream will be. You know what? This is too much for me. Can I turn this off? Can I turn the music off? Can I pause that? Let's my Twitter is gonna go off like immediately. But I'm supposed to. Okay, I don't need this, right? I could go out of this. All right. The next stream will be specifically the foods that you do not need to eat to boost your testosterone and the foods the foods that you do not need to eat to must not eat to lower your testosterone and the foods. Okay, so let's get started with this stream, right? Let's sorry for. Do I look all right? am I why is it doing that? I don't know. Like, let's look at this part. Let's look like this. Okay, here we go. So here are 10 ways you can become. What's the title? Sorry. Top 10 ways men can become more attractive. So the whole point is that you're going to be more attractive. So you're attractive now, and you're going to be more attractive. Let me first give a preamble before we get into the list and the discussion. You all can join the discussion. Uh, unfortunately, unless you run into the lone man that chooses or chases older women, women have a hard cutoff point for attractiveness. That is unfortunate, right? Uh, but the same thing can be said of people in general who are attracted to overweight people, who are attracted to short people, who are attracted to exceedingly tall people, the anything outside the norm. So what I'm going to talk about today is within the norms for those people who are attractive to the norms. The basic woman, the basic guy, right? Everybody wants to poo-poo about. I don't even know where to look. Okay, here we go. Everybody wants to poo-poo about the basic people and uh, their uh, their desires. And I'm saying, well, 90% of the people fall into that category, so it doesn't make sense to poo-poo that particular. Am I talking like a little kid? This is how I actually talk. I don't curse, so I'm always family friendly. So even in real life, so men have no such thing. They don't have a hard cutoff point for attractiveness. There are male models who are in their 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. And now that science is discovering and nutrition is discovering and biology is discovering more and more ways to keep your youthfulness or even recapture your youthfulness and your health, more and more men are becoming more and more attractive at older and older and older ages, to the point where you find a guy who's 80 years old and he has the body of a 30-something-year-old, right? uh, in fact, there's no physical nor an age cutoff for male attractiveness at all, which is what I just discussed. So, what can men do to become more attractive? Here are 10 things. Are you all still there? There's nobody talking. Good stream is healthy. Hello, David Bowman. How you doing? Okay, number 10. Attitude. No, I wanted to go attitude, like location, 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 but I'll just leave it to one attitude. This can be number 10 because it's so easy, or number 1 because it's so important. Having confidence, that's a part of attitude. It's all about you, the person. You need to look out for yourself, and you need to have an attitude that you need to look out for number 1. That's you. You don't need to look out for your girlfriend first. You don't need to look out for your parents first. You need to look out for yourself first. That is an attractive attitude that women find attractive in men, regardless of what you hear the news say. So let me dispel anything that the news says or articles that are written by women talking to women. This is a man telling you what women find attractive in men. Well, how do I know? Because I'm an expert in women and an expert in attractiveness. Don't chase women. This is all part of number 10. Don't chase women, chase money, chase success, and chase goals. That includes self-improvement and all that sort of stuff. That's what you need to have as an attitude in general overall. That is what women find attractive in a man. And that boosts your masculinity score in the eyes of women. Having self-confidence and being about yourself. Self-confidence is masculine. Women want a masculine man. Don't listen to the women who tell you that they don't want masculinity in their life and that they don't like masculinity. More than likely, they just don't like men. Period. Let's not beat around the bush. They don't like men. Number 9, know how to talk. Now, I really want to harp on this a little bit. I mean to say a lot without saying a lot, right? With very few words. So know how to talk, know how to say really something impactful, right? And this is something that you can practice in the mirror. Do you know that one of the biggest skill and training that actors have, politicians have, salesmen have, is practicing in the mirror? Have you ever played that game of The Sims? They actually have it in The Sims that you practice in the mirror. So the game is telling you this is something real from the real life world that people do. Now, a lot of you all don't know this, that you practice stuff in the mirror. For instance, if you're a YouTuber, you're supposed to practice your speech in the mirror before you get up on camera. So the number 9 is know how to talk. So you don't just practice in the mirror talking. You practice to try and get rid of all of your uhs, uhs. Have you ever heard a politician speak and you like the politician, but they say and it just really, and so then you become distracted by all the uhs and ums. A very good example is Ron Paul. So that's the elder Paul, right? Ron Paul says a lot of uhs and ums, and I just wanted to just grab him and just go, look, give me an hour with you, and I would cut all of that out so you would be eloquent and come across as a statesman, before doing all that. So know how to talk, very important. It's very attractive to have a confident man who can say very little, cut to the chase, and mean what he says. That's very good. Number 8, know 100 jokes. It kind of ties into number 9, but this is its own little thing. Know 100 jokes that are not jokes. And make sure they're jokes for every sort of situations. I'm not trying to say you need to come across as super smart. I'm saying that you need to come across in a way where you can say something, and I don't mean tell two guys walk into a bar. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm saying no quips and learn these quips, practice these quips in the mirror again, and know them for a situation, and then adjust them. Don't repeat yourself, right? Because people will notice that you have repeated, especially a girl, right? Girls, remember. But learn 100 jokes that are not jokes, but this is one of the part of being a man that we keep forgetting that men need to be sort of funny. They sort of have to have a sense of humor, but I'm saying don't just tell jokes and the goof all and act silly. I'm saying know some sort of quip that will really sort of subtly poke a woman, right? And you want to say these jokes for guys and girls. You want friends, right? A lot. I find that in this day and age, a lot of men don't have male friends. They don't have women friends, but they don't have male friends. We had a study that came out that said that men need the company of other men. It makes them live longer. So some of these points will actually tell you to do this with other men because it will make you a better friend. Taryn Marine, where I saw your name somewhere. I don't know if it was you or was they actually talking about a Taryn Marine. I don't know what Taryn Marine means, but anyway, nice one. Yes, be clever. So not I'm not talking about dad jokes. I'm talking about, say, if a woman walks in with, a bright peach dress on, you want to say something super subtle. You don't want to just come out and make fun of her. You want to say something super subtle that would be funny, and you're not laughing at the woman. You're laughing whether you're enjoying her in the bright orange dress. Right. Number 7, become the center of attention. And notice that this is with everybody, right? So without acting like a clown. So I'm not talking about Kevin Hart. Don't become the center of attention like Kevin Hart. He gets paid to act funny. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying with everything that's leading up 10, 9, 8, 7. I'm saying everything is leading up for you to be subtle and by this time, if you've been practicing in the mirror, you will automatically become the center of attention. And I'm not talking about your grabbing attention. I'm talking that it will, at this point, it should become natural. Also, I want you to read every situation and control it. I'm a Capricorn, so this comes sort of second nature to me. But that's the way you want to be. That is super attractive and super masculine, that you're in control. That's what women want. They want a guy who's in control. I'm going to say something later on that will, of course, flabbergast and confound a lot of people, because if they watch a lot of these videos, your top 10 women, a lot of these videos talk about, okay, first you got to have a six-pack, and I'm going to tell you, no, you don't need a six-pack, not at all. Because I have seen some huge men who clock chicks left and right. It was subtle. Okay, Taryn Marine. So read every situation and control it. Be in control of yourself, right? And be in control of yourself in every situation, right? That also means if some girl walks up to you, he called me blah, blah, blah. What you gonna do about it? Be in control of yourself in every situation. First of all, you probably don't need to be around a girl that would say that, right? Number 6, save your guy friends. And this is the whole bros before hoes type of deal. And this is a point all by itself that a lot of men these days don't understand, and it will save them from being looked down by other men. Save your other guy friends. What do men need saving? Yes, men need saving. Just like women need saving, men need saving, and men need saving these days more than any other time. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about never tolerate a girl putting down a guy in front of you. Girls compete on a totally different level than men. And they think putting down a guy makes them score points with some other guy that they actually have an eye for. So what they try and do is score points by putting down a guy in the group, and they think that's going to score point with a guy that they have an eye for, and it sort of marks their territory as I'm the alpha chick, I'm the alpha girl, I'm the one in charge. That's not a situation you want to be in, and more than likely you don't want to actually be around that type of woman, right? So what it actually creates is it creates a situation where subservient guys, you know what that means? Subservient guys will respond to that sort of female. So right, the subservient guy will go on the defensive. I didn't mean that. And you need to step in and save your homeboy. Right? Bros before O's, right? Save your homeboy. So if the girl said, you ain't nothing and blah, 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 you need to go put your arm around homie and go like, homie, let's go somewhere completely different than here. Because you don't need to be around Shaniqua who's acting like this. And those type of girls you seriously just need to leave alone. Save your bros. For whatever reason, men have forgotten this, right? Men don't act like this. Men don't create drama just to be creating drama. Women, for the most part, like to create drama. They create drama and they want to see what happens because, you know, a lot of them are bored with their life. They're bored with their lot in life, and I don't blame them. I'm just telling you what the behavior is. The behavior is the thing that you don't want to be around, right? Number 5. Okay. Take 2. Number 5. I can't help laughing. I haven't laughed the whole time, and now I'm laughing. Number 5, smolder. Smolder. We're talking about, you know, you can have that serious come hither look. Practice this in the mirror. And the way you can really practice this is look up around, you know, type in to DuckDuckGo. What's the name? Type in 100 guys. You know, just type in smolder and look at 100 guys and practice their look in the mirror so that you have your own smolder going on. unlike me who can't do it. So the whole point here is that when you are around chicks, you need to be doing smolder. You don't need to be acting goofy like me. You know, I get the sympathy vote most of the time. Just be like, you all right? You gonna be okay? I feel like I was trying to practice my smolder with you, and then be, oh, bless your heart. Which leads to number 4. Do not smile. I know women say, I love a guy that smiles. Love a guy who laughs. No. So don't smile, nor laugh. Save that for when you're around your bros. So when you're around your bros, you can just let completely loose. You can fall on the floor, roll around. You know, you could smack them on the back. On the back. I said the back, right? Smack them on the back and just laugh and have a fantastic time. Your bros will love being around you. I'm trying to teach you how to be a bro, how to be a friend of men, right? If you react wildly around them, girls, no matter what they say, will not like that. They'll oh, yeah, that was very funny. Girl, let's get out of here. Huh? I know they say, now, you can say, tell them a joke that is hilarious. Keep a straight face and keep your smolder on, and they can roll around the floor and laugh, and you just sit there. That's how you play that. Hey, Nathan. I said back, right? Oh, I said back. But so they can laugh, they can show also the emotion, laughter is something that I'm trying to you have to put on this air. And I'm not saying be fake, but I'm saying this is what make women think you're attractive. This is the list. Number 3, give out backhanded compliments. Do you know what backhanded compliments mean? It Here's what it's not. Oh, you're really pretty. You see the tilting of the head. Oh, you're really pretty. Okay, when you're 3 years old, oh, you're really pretty. That's great. When you're 30 years old, oh, you're really pretty with the tilt of the head. Is not no. So you need to give out backhanded if you deem that they need a compliment at all, right? Otherwise, don't go around insulting women. Just don't say anything to them. If you don't particularly care for them or you don't find them attractive, don't say anything. That's it. I think I've solved world hunger right there in that sentence, huh? Chicks read insults as masculinity. Did you know? I'm talking about behavior. I'm talking about psychology. This is some deep, deep psychology right here. And they read insults as masculinity and confidence. The hotter the chick is, the more attractive she will be to insults. I know this sounds some reverse psychology, but in fact, it's true. She'll be used to silly men falling all over her. You so pretty, right? She'll be used to all of that. Of them giving her compliments and pulling out her chair and opening the door. The best thing you could do is open the door for yourself and slam it shut behind you. She will definitely remember you. And I'm laughing and stuff, but this is serious. This is some deep psychology right here. If you don't compliment her and even give her a backhanded compliment like, well, you're not that ugly, that's a backhanded compliment. You're not that ugly. That dress isn't that ugly on you. You don't look that fat in that dress. Right? She'll think of you as an equal. How's that for some weird psychology? That's what she's looking for. She's looking, especially if she's super duper pretty, she's looking for an equal or better. But you'll do it an equal. Don't be surprised if one late night she searches for your phone number and calls you to come over and talk. Number 2. Tearing me your ring, you can't curse. No cursing. Y'all gonna get me in trouble. I had to get YouTube to release my live stream thing today. Number 2, have all of your y'all are gonna read me the riot act here. Have all of your stuff be clean, and I mean clean, and I mean, and I don't speak slang, so when I say the word clean, I mean clean. So I'm talking about have your presentation be clean. Don't be like me. I'm not the cleanest guy. Not anymore. I used to be Mr. Perfectionist, and I sort of drove myself crazy with that. So don't be like I used to be, and don't be like I am now. Be somewhere in the middle. Be clean and be okay about it. I used to be obsessive. And I mean, I was obsessive. And then I was very lonely because nobody came and visited. So I had this pristine house that looked like It came out of a magazine. Literally, I begged a friend to come over, and he was like, "Oh, you're right. That is very cute. Anyway, I'll see you. Bye." And I was all like, "Oh." Have all of your stuff be clean. Have your presentation be clean, and its attractiveness and cleanliness literally go hand in hand. Well, Taryn Marine, YouTube thought it was profanity, and they had a big like it took up like a 10% of the screen on my screen here. And also have your apartment or house be clean, or if you have roommates, have your bedroom be clean. Have it so that you tell your roommates to clean up. You have a girl coming over, but if they don't, have your bedroom be pristine, be like an oasis. Have some incense going in there. Have a little bit of cologne. Also, have your own smell, have your own scent. Get cologne that is you can go so far and get so serious with the cologne that you can have somebody or suggest or even create, depending on how much money you have, create a scent that goes with your body smell. We all each have a body smell. So you can get a cologne that goes with your body smell, which then will further your attractiveness, probably like 25% alone, just by your smell alone. No, 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 no. You all didn't see the curse word. YouTube took it out before it even came into the chat. So you can have uh, bodied is not a curse word. I don't believe so. Maybe I don't know what it means, but I don't think it's a curse word. It doesn't sound like one. So also with the smell, with your cologne and your smell, a woman actually is attracted to that, pheromones. You've heard of that before. So that's super serious. Good evening, Sam. Sam, I am. So also with you being clean, here is a cherry on top. Have, especially if you're with a woman, have designer underwear. It's the present. What is it? The toy surprise in the box. You got your box of cereal and you eat the cereal and all of a sudden out pops a toy surprise. Have your designer draws. So that when you become disrobed, here's a little present for you. Yeah. Right. No Fruit of the Looms. And if you can't afford all designer underwear, set aside some underwear for this is my going out underwear. This is what I'm gonna wear tonight. Same thing with the socks, right? Have you some cool socks. Scent has the most powerful emotional recall. Yeah, it's very. My mother used to wear Estee Lauder. I did not spend a lot of time with my mother growing up. I don't know if you all heard this, but she used to wear the specific scent from Estee Lauder. And no matter where I was in the world, if I smelled that perfume, it would remind me of her. Good or bad, it reminded me of her, right? And there's nothing wrong with the perfume. So the perfume would put me in a good mood because it's perfume. It's a good smell. So uh, there you go. There you go. There are women who are so attracted to some men, even if they don't have cologne. But I'm saying you can get it. it's down to a science now where you can have a cologne that specifically works with your particular body odor or pheromones. So you can really science this up. There's really something that you can do. Okay, Old Spice. uh, I stole somebody's scent. I really liked it, and so I went and stole it. Of course, I couldn't smell like that all the time. It was a bottle. It was a bottle about this big, and it cost like $50. I was like, well, um, what? It's gonna last me for about what? A few months because I didn't put it on every day. But I had one friend. He was always clean in college, always clean, and he always had a certain cologne. So he always smelled good. Where was that? I saw a little clip, and this YouTuber met this black movie star, uh, and the YouTuber goes, there. He wasn't impressed that he met the movie star. He went on about how good this. He says, "Oh my God, this guy smells so." And he went. It was a little bit too much, probably for the movie star, and because the movie star was reacting like, get this guy away from me, that sort of deal. But he went on and on about how good the guy smelled. Uh, okay, technically you didn't curse, but I I um I don't know what to do with that. Corey Haywood. I'll show it. I don't know. I don't know. Y'all are just family friendly. Yeah, I was gonna say, keep your ride clean, keep your car clean, keep the interior clean. It's super important, right? I fail on all of these points. This is really a list for myself. You all just don't know. Okay, now number one. Now this is gonna sound like I'm saying one thing, but I'm gonna explain it. Number one, work out. Also included that is do martial arts. Learn some sort of martial arts or practice some sort of martial arts. And try and experiment with your hair. That means haircut, growing it out, and beard. Now, some of you just you might have a little bit of weight on your face, and you don't look like the guy in the picture that I have in back of me. You don't have that strong jawline. Here's where men can cheat. You can grow out a perfect beard that makes it look like you have a perfect jawline. You can completely cheat, and you can have this for the rest of your life, right? Beards used to be super duper important in the 1800s. Then that went away with the whole business. Americans are all business oriented, and American men were all clean shaven, and the corporate look was to be clean shaven. Some men have baby faces, and as we progress with the whole estrogen being in the diet, a lot of men are losing the whole strong jawline. So now they really do have soft, round jawlines, which is not attractive. So when I say experiment with hair, it includes the beard and facial hair. Now, if you are with a woman who says, I don't like beards, I want you to look deeper into that statement, and I want you to understand that perhaps, and she's probably subconsciously telling you this and subconsciously revealing, she doesn't like men. I don't like beards. More often than not, she doesn't actually like men. She might be in a situation where it's just tradition that she should be with a man, or it's the family pressure, or what, or she might not even come to terms with it herself. A woman who really likes men, loves them clean shaven, loves them with a beard, loves body hair, loves smooth, whatever. They like men, right? And the ones who don't, more often than not, don't like men. So please, for your psychological health, if you start growing a beard and your chick says, I don't like a beard, more than likely you should seriously think about getting a new chick. Sorry to be that shallow, but we're talking about a shallow subject, right? Attractiveness. It's very subjective. We're talking about attractiveness, and maybe you should get a new chick. Now, as far as your hair, it's the style now for black men to just shave everything off. Well, that means that then you have zero characteristic on top of your head. You don't have any sort of, and then when you see a black man with hair out to here, everybody's all like, "Oh wow, look at your hair," right? That's the thing. Men have to create sort of like topic starters. Women will literally come up to you if you have big, wild, bushy hair or long braids or long dreadlocks or whatever. They will be compelled to come over to you and say, how long have you been growing those dreads? How long have you been growing that beard? How long, you're trying to do conversation pieces. More than likely, a woman is not going to come out and say, "You're really pretty." That's not the venue of men. That's the venue of women. That's not the venue of men. Men have to do something interesting. Like I said, be clean in your dress. It's a conversation starter. It's an icebreaker to have, to be clean in your dress. So women are just drawn. And that's the whole point of this list. Women are just drawn to you to say something to you. You get the woman to come to you. At the end of the day, the reality is you, the man, are the prize, not her. Because, let's be honest, if you get married, your wedding night, you do your wedding night stuff, and then you go, for 9 months, she's out of commission. If you know what I mean. I'm not going to explain anything. But number one is workout. But I'm not talking about workout. I'm not talking about six packs. I'm not talking, because let me tell you, I'm talking about attractiveness. I'm not talking about you be a supermodel. I'm not talking you be the basic guy, like the guy in the picture. The actual picture is as a full length picture. You can see that he has traps there, and he's even his shoulders are muscular. You could just tell just from that little bit he's super muscular. I'm not talking about that. What did I say at the number 10? Be confident. Women love confidence. They did a survey of women, and they said, do you like guys with six packs, or do you like chubby guys? And they said they actually like the dad bod guy. That means he does not have a six pack. What do they want? They want a big guy that they could hold on to and feel secure. So the six pack, small waisted guys are not attractive to women. When I say work out, I mean maintain your health. You don't have to have a six pack. There are plenty of guys in the gym who, even bodybuilders, right? If they're still on that, putting on weight phase versus the cutting phase, they will be kind of big. They won't have a six pack. It's the new bodybuilders that have the six pack year round, right? But that's for something specific to that look. Women are attracted to guys that they can feel, that they can grab and feel secure, and that the guy can protect them in any sort of situation. It's still an internal subconscious thing that the woman is still living in the cave era, that she could have a man that protects her from lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Still ingrained, still deep subconscious, deep subconscious. Yeah, still solid, still muscle is still under there, right? So I'm not saying get a six pack. I'm saying you work out to maintain. And the martial arts is going to do what? It's going to build your confidence. So you do the martial arts. As I'm not saying learn to, I'm not saying be Jackie Chan. I'm saying take a martial art, any sort of martial art. It doesn't matter what it is, or sport, any sort of activity, not just working out, where you actually use your body in a very physical way. So the number one is the workout, do stuff with your hair, uh, and uh, and you do not have to be skinny. Uh, and nowadays, the men are wearing the skinny jeans. That is not. There's a type of woman who likes that look, but for the most part, for the basic girl, they don't like men in skinny jeans. They don't like men who have their pants hanging down too. I'm not making any sort of judgments. I'm just telling you what the facts are, right? So they want a man to be masculine. Forget all of that stuff. Forget all the anybody who says anything different. Uh, the masculinity is confidence. And there's the top 10 ways you can become more attractive. A lot of the stuff is stuff you already know, of course, but a lot of information is put out there to confuse you or to make you forget that you are, in fact, a man and you're supposed to be a man. And that is, here's my definition of what a real man is, right? And the basis of it is don't chase women. I've had girlfriends, several girlfriends throughout my life. I have never pursued them. They have all pursued me. And I have women walk up to me and go, "Oh my God, look at you." I don't know. Anyway, so now it's discussion time. What's up? Yeah, teeth is big. Although I have a neighbor here who doesn't have a tooth in his head, and we were walking. I don't know. I said I was walking to the store, and they said, "Oh, we'll walk." They hopped up and said, "We're gonna go walk with you." So the dude without a tooth in his head said, "I can pull any chick at any time." I didn't say anything, but his roommate also said, "Oh yeah, he can pull any chick at any time." I I I, I shudder to think about what he considers any chick at any time. I don't know. I don't want to. I didn't say anything though. He doesn't have a tooth in his head, and the one or two that are left in his head are black. Right. Like I said, number 10 was confidence, having the correct attitude, and the attitude is confidence. Now, this is a point in the stream where I would sell you a whole bunch of products, but I don't have any products to sell you. Um, Don't be like my neighbor who wears his shoes out completely out. Wear them out. You know, like tongue hanging out, holes in the bottom of them. Don't 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 wear. You know, you have to be in this world, right? So you have to have. So this was my all American look. This shirt was a part of my all American look. But I have. I think I just like. Anyway, this was supposed to go with a khaki pants, and I had a certain type of belt and a certain type of shoes. That's what I went out and did. I thought I would have the all American look. This is coconut something. Coconut fusion. Cocoa fusion. Yeah. So, like I was saying, when I saying you work out, I'm not saying get a six pack. There are some very large men who pull in chicks left and right, and I first meet them and I go, and they always, hey, I get, I can pull any chick, and of course being Mr. Wise, I don't say anything. That's okay. I mean, they got a belly out the here, and it says. They got a belly out to here, and they're pulling chicks. Like, what's the guy that I don't DJ Khalid? I don't understand him, but I believe he has a whole bunch of money. So I think that's what's going on there. He's married with children, right? Corey Haywood. This is a family show. uh, I've never seen the guy in action. So I don't know what he says to the chicks. So I don't know. He was wearing a Confederate. I won't say that. He was wearing a certain flag the other day, and I was like, "Oh, can I get a picture of you?" And he says, "No." I go, "Oh, "Okay, I won't. I won't say anything. I was just wondering." uh, I thought this was a great topic. Is it not a good topic? Are any of you all? Let me see this. And I thought I was being honest and forthright and to the point, right? And I didn't want to. I didn't want to sugarcoat anything. Um, like I said, the next stream will be talking all about estrogen and testosterone and how stuff and everything that's good for you and good for that and bad for that. I like to have topics that you can pick up and at any time uh, be on. Okay, did anybody see an advertisement just now? JD Farr has ESP. That is it said in a some super complicated way we're now about to show ads. I was like, okay. Did he make a water filter, a Berkey water filter? Right. So yesterday, I don't know if you all pay attention to my channel and the community topics that I put up, but yesterday I had a severe allergic reaction, and so today I went to fill up my water bottle, and so I took the top off the water bottle. It's a gallon jug, and I noticed. I noticed that something that the top of it was growing some sort of mold or something like that. Now the top is not ever really off because it's a clip top. So I clip it off, drinking, put it back on immediately, all the time, without fail. So then seeing that mold growing on the top just, of course, floored me. Well, I washed it and I cleaned it and I bleached it and I whatever. But that's crazy, isn't it? It has a click. I would think the click would tell me it's sealed, right? I don't know, but like they're saying, there's pollen everywhere, and well, I don't know if it was mold. It the top is white, and whatever that wasn't white. So yesterday I had a severe reaction. Uh, but uh, but I think I figured out why I had the severe reaction. I took my medication twice yesterday. I'm not supposed to take my medication twice. But that was a scary reaction, and people were saying, call the. I didn't know what to tell them. Uh, they would have probably had me in the hospital for a week or a month again, and my dog can't take that. Can I? What happened? Use a Brita filter? Yeah, I have that. I have that. Do you want to? Oh, you want to come over here? Come here. Go ahead, stretch. You want to stretch? You stretch. Okay. Come here. Come here. All right. All right. What are you doing? You're not supposed to lick me at all. All right. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? What's up? How you doing? This is Anubis. Is everybody? I don't know if everybody knows. He's a pure black German Shepherd. Can you see his? Can you see his tongue? Can you see his tongue? I don't know if you can see his tongue. It's a part. What are you? What are you doing? All right. Okay. Go. 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 Hey. Go sit. Go sit. Go sit. Go sit. Go sit. Yeah, German Shepherd Chow Wolf. Um, he's kind of friendly, yet he growls when he gets ready. He'll say, "I really do have fangs, so chill out. Don't think I'm just some cute little boo." Okay, go sit, go sit, go sit. I have nothing but all sorts of cords over here, so this is terrible. Go, okay, go, 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 go. Water. Go eat. Go, go. Why aren't you listening to me? Do your dog yoga. Go ahead. All right, go. We're done. I'm done. Go. Go. Yeah, mule, get out of here. Go. I know, I'm like a cat. I'm fickle. What do you want? Anyway, go eat pizza. Go eat. Go eat. Just nothing you want. It's plastic. It's terrible. Anyway, I know he wants to play. He wants something. He wants attention because he's been sitting dozing off the whole day. There we go. One day we were playing and I let him get into bed with me, and so we're wrestling and tussling, and he opened his mouth and he had my whole head in his mouth. I was like, okay, all right. I will never, whatever we just did, I will never do that again. That's when I first got him too, so I wasn't quite right. He looks nice and cute, but he went and put my entire head from all the way from my throat all the way to the top of my head in his mouth. I was like, okay. Well, all right, go. Bye. Bye. Go. Anyway, any other discussions about the attractive list? Oh, if you want to support the channel, go to PayPal. Or and right before I started streaming, somebody donated on the Cash App, and I'd never heard the Cash App notification before, and it scared the. I thought the FBI was doing something to me. It went ka-ching. I was like, oh, what's going on? What's it scared me. All right, what are you doing? Go chew on something. You have my permission this one time. Go. He is literally right on me. Go. Go. I got to be confident, right? Got to be confident. All right, everybody. Any final thoughts? Any final questions and answers? Any requests? Any requests? Hello? Any requests? No? All right, we're going to end it here. Thank you all for showing up. Um, That's great. Silly, silly people. Oh, where am I? We're over here. You think any hobbies are more attractive? Football. Football in the park. Women love it. Women love watching it. If you have really thin shorts or gray sweatpants, well, nobody knows if you. It can't be that instant. Nobody knows how much you make, but you can look. I'm not saying you need to look rich, but you can look, like I said, look clean. You don't have to make them. There are women who will pay you, and I've heard the stories. I've never paid for men pay for me. I've never, but for whatever happened, a situation happened where I was paying his rent, I was paying his car note, all this sort of stuff. Do you regret doing that? Maybe in hindsight I regret it, but at the time I didn't regret it at all. I loved it. So you don't have to have a suit and tie. You don't have to have Stacey Adams. I'm just saying, in these days, especially where women make more than men, forget what you heard in the news. These days, where women make more than men, especially the young women and young men under the age of 35, uh, you can find quite a bit of situations where women are paying for men. Oh, okay. Oh, they just don't like repeat stuff. Okay. Yeah. The youngsters that women are paying for men a lot. And what's really funny then is that it's coming full circle where you know this might not happen in the United States a lot, but they're going way back to the day where the dad will pay the groom to take care of the daughter. So right, it's, and most of that was to ensure that the groom had enough money to take care of the girl, right? So the father knows that the girl is used to a certain lifestyle, so he pays enough money to the guy so that to continue the lifestyle of the girl. So those days are everything's coming back, right? And the whole notion of what makes a man and what makes a woman. That whole notion of that was only a very short period in the United States. It wasn't that way before. Men did not take care of women before. They keep thinking. I keep researching. I keep finding out. A lot of this stuff is a very new trend that's happening. Uh, Stuff like the lifespan of a man versus a woman, it used to be equal. It used to. How crazy is that? Lifespan of a man. 1920. Go look it up. 1920, United States. Lifespan of men versus women, and then it started shifting so that women lived a lot longer. I won't get into why that happened, but I'm sure you can guess. If we have people running around doing absolutely no work, no work, no work, they live longer. Just like pet animals live way longer than animals that are in the wild. Because the animals in the wild have to go hunt for their food. They have to work hard at that, getting food, and then your pet lays around in your air conditioned house and it gets fed twice or once a day automatically. Zero stress. So then we translate that into human existence, and we have a whole subset of humans who sit around, don't have to work that hard. We're talking about versus having to work in the field with their husband just as hard as the husband, as much as they could. All day, every day, same thing. Then we come to the modern age where they don't have to do anything. Of course, they're going to live longer and all this, be healthier and all that sort of stuff. Less stress. So, what are y'all talking about? Cars? Yeah, that provider thing is all over. Uh, and our idea that in history men were the providers of women. No, she had to fend for herself just as much as the men. Especially if we go really far back, she really had to fend for her as much as she had to work as much as a guy. And let's say she was the servant of somebody, so she had to work in the house as a servant, and she worked just as much as her husband, who was a servant, and he did the field work, and she worked in the house, and she was on her feet at 4 a.m. preparing for the meals for the day, doing all the wash, doing all the cleaning. Right? Not everybody lived in a lap of luxury, and even the women who lived in the lap of luxury, they all had to fend for themselves too. What is I'm trying to understand this conversation. Three out of the four cars that I owned were minivans. So what are y'all talking about here? Yeah, the farm. What are y'all talking about? You go play with the dogs from the inside. There you go. Minivans? What minivans? What are y'all talking about? Hey, car talk. Isn't that an NPR thing? Poor guys, NPR. Can y'all tell me where I need to buy a can opener that actually works? I had a Dodge minivan. That's what I had. I had I had a Dodge minivan. Then I had a Mitsubishi minivan. Come to find out that the motor was actually a Dodge motor that they put into the Mitsubishi minivan because Mitsubishi contracted with Dodge to create the motor for them. Isn't that cool? So, although you technically were buying a Japanese car, you actually were getting a what? Go. I'm not playing with you. Go. No, I'm kidding. No, no, I'm not playing. Go, 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 go. Use a knife. I need to get one of those things that like they have in the military, and it's kind of like a knife that has a curl thing, and it has a knife that comes out like that. Those won't. Everything that I ever get breaks. What is this minivan talk? What? You know, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna look this DuckDuckGo. What is it? Oh, yeah, that's kind of like what I was talking about. Uh, can I do that? Can I, can I, whoops, somebody's crying. What's going on? What, can I, how do I do that? All right. Judy Johnson, Beetle Head. Thank you for subscribing. P39, $50. Oh, that's for a pack of 100. Pack of 100? Why would you need a pack of 100? $12 for a 20 pack. How long do they not last or something? Hello, Mr. Sand, I guess. To sell 99 for $5 each. Veteran Supply. So I need to go to one of the veteran stores. Oh, they're tiny, huh? P38, developed in 1942, is a small can opener that was issued in the canned field rations of the United States Armed Forces. I can't read the rest because YouTube will demonetize. Yeah, it's a tiny. They have a picture of the can opener with a penny next to it, and the penny is half the size of the can opener, so it must be. But there's two different things. There's a P51 and there's a P38. Cool. But I was talking about. Let me see if I can figure out the can opener I was talking about. I had one can opener and somebody stole the can opener from me. It was one of those designer can openers. So of course somebody's always gonna. Uh, it was a manual, kind of like a knife, but it was. Here it is. What is this? King Pat June 1808? Is that 1908? What is it? Let's see if I can. It's a can opener, wine opener, a bottle opener, all in one. I don't know what it's called. Yeah, P51 is bigger. restaurant one, but it's so big. The thing is huge. Well, that one isn't big. Here's this thing again. Vintage can opener. Gronert? Does that sound? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Do men need to look good or have money? They don't need to look good. Women do not have the same eye as men. Men, because men were hunters and all that sort of stuff, have an eye. We're visual creatures. Women are not visual creatures. As much as they say, "Oh, I really like a good-looking guy," but they don't know what good-looking is. Their idea of what is good-looking doesn't quite process, and in their scale of what's attractive to them, it isn't at 100% the looks of a guy. If they could find a big, huge, solid guy with a good, confident personality, a woman would go for that. Do you know what the Gronert thing is? I have this. Well, there's this one. This one, it looks like the restaurant thing, but it's a pole. I don't know what that is. Let me see what does it do? Oh, you have to mount it onto the table anyway. Anyways, but they're big, they're huge. They're huge. Come on, Edith. But I keep buying, and here's more of the Coghlan's can opener. Is that the P51? Is that what that's called? But anyway, I've gone through so many can openers, and the one that really worked was I had it for several years. But I know, my grandma had one can opener my entire life that I knew her. I have a counter. I have two things. I have a counter, and I have a counter that was for a fish tank. It is heavy, so I could put it on that thing. But I have to go travel. I have to pack a lunch to go to the restaurant equipment store. Or I guess I could. Oh, what's this? Is this electric? 2-speed electric can opener. Anyway, I brought an electric can opener, and it no longer the knife works, but the whole going around thing doesn't quite work. It's always the underneath thing that always doesn't quite grip the can. I don't know if the cans are poor cans. What is this? Oh, that's a bottle opener. I'm supposed to be on my stream. I'm supposed to be able to show you my desktop, but I can't find that portion of it. I can't. KitchenAid. So I go to KitchenAid. Let's look. Oh, you mean their actual website? And let me tell you, are you talking about the little tiny one, or I thought they were talking about a restaurant quality? What do you are you talking about the handheld one? I don't see the big restaurant one. KitchenAid. Oh, Aqua Sky. Okay, Aqua Sky. Oh, that's a little handheld one, huh? What about the big restaurant one? Do they have? How about let's do restaurant. Okay, $60, $112. What is this? This is $12, but it looks huge, and it has a crankshaft like the other ones, but it's only $12. Swing Away 6090 Easy Crank Can Opener. Who is this? Oh, it's on Amazon. Amazon. You know, I should probably. Who was anyway? Okay. Okay, $78. $49 plus tax. $47. 47. 78. 42. So for it to land, well, I guess if I bought this versus all the ones that I had to replace, I guess the $42 would have been. I would have, it would have made its money if I would versus, the timeline I spent of all the, because literally like 3 months, I bought can opener, can opener, can opener, can opener, then electric can opener, then another can opener. So yeah, I probably went through $42 easily. And oh, this one, they're selling a gear. Stainless steel automatic bottle. I don't know what that. $55. This big $55, $45, $152, $46. I don't know. That looks like it's used for something else. Yeah. Your can opener is broken? Yeah. So I'm sitting here with 3 separate can openers. So probably I probably have $40 in broken can openers sitting on my counter right now. I threw away a can that I tried to open, and it looks like somebody had eaten part of it, because I kept puncturing the top of it with the electric one, but it wouldn't, and the manual one doesn't work at all. The teeth don't grind, or they don't move, or they don't something. I don't know. Anyway, y'all got a cheap restaurant quality can opener that y'all know of? Commercial can opener, restaurant quality can openers. How about price low to high? How about that? I don't know what this place is. Oh, it's the restaurant store. 20. Oh, I think it doesn't come with the other stuff. So $32. Light duty manual can opener. So I got some cans, you know. I have some restaurant. I don't know why I have those cans that big. Sometimes when I go shopping, I go, I want this, and I don't ever want to come and shop again. So I get a huge can. So it ranges from $30 all the way up to. So what's the difference? Why is it such a big $200, $300, $360, $420? Free shipping. Free shipping. It better be free shipping. $427. Oh, it comes with this one comes with its own cart. Half-size mobile aluminum cam rack for number 10 and number 5 cans with stainless steel. Yeah. So you can have the entire little counter plus the can opener, or is it the rack only? Let's see what they're talking about. Half-size mobile aluminum can rack for number 10 and number 5 cans with stainless steel top and heavy duty can opener. Okay, so it's the little counter, little mobile unit plus a can opener. $430. What a bargain. And you can keep the cans on the rack. You know what? I have more cans than that rack can hold. OXO. No, it was furniture. This is actual furniture. It is an entire thing, and it has little shelves for the cans, and you can put the cans from the big huge cans like this big all the way down to the regular size cans. So you can store it's just for cans. I don't know if that's a waste of space, but I guess if you really, it's a one-shot deal. Go get the can of beans. You go to that thing, and the can of beans are right there, and the can opener is right there. So you get the can of beans, puts it in. It's kind of funny. Kind of funny. That's it's the Webstaurant store. Chat now is offline. Customer services. 9 to 5 Eastern time. I got a going out of business restaurant store I follow on Instagram. Yeah, it's definitely for a big restaurant. It might even be for a smaller restaurant. It wasn't that big. I have number 10 cans though. They're up in my cupboard. I never never even thought about it. I was gonna make my own hummus. Help PewDiePie, please. My name is Tokyo Seiswali. Yeah, I finally figured out how to actually say his name. I said it wrong in that video. That's funny. People corrected me. That's not how you. Actually, it's Tokyo Lee, something like that. I didn't know that. Anyway, we're gonna end the stream right here. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want me to do a live stream tomorrow at around in the evening time, I will make sure you leave a comment after this goes live, which is like 30 minutes from now. Thank you. How do I turn it off? Thank you all for watching. I appreciated everything.